Disclaimer: this video is for educational purpose. The content in this video is an amalgamation from different sites and articles. Therefore, it doesn't stand for any copyrights. But the content which I have referred to are given credits and their links are also provided. Social cultural influence on visual perception. I have given ample information in my video about the topic, but we'll try to brief it. Without wasting much time, let's dive straight into the video. Here, we have to keep in mind in what context are we discussing socio-cultural dimension to visual perception. And here, it stands as a subtopic under the power of visual communication, which can further be subdivided into visual perception and its four stages, which are viewing, brain processing of visual information, psychological processing, and adding social cultural dimension to visual perception. So now we'll specifically be discussing about the social cultural dimension to visual perception. There are so much different ways in the world to greet each other. Just as the way we greet each other, there is diversity to culture. So is the way everyone perceives vision, that is different from each other. We're all seeing the same thing, but because of the way and the environment in which we grew up, the social influences, we may not really be seeing the same thing. Social influence is one of the factors that influence visual perception. Culture, as defined, are the actual practices, customs, beliefs, languages, forms of representation, and system of formal and informal rules that tell people how to behave most of the time and understand the amount of shared meanings and recognition of different meanings. For example, the American flag flying at the half-staff means recognition of the death of a hero or a government official to those who understand the American culture. Culture is about the production and exchange of meaning between and among the members of society. Meaning is central to cultural studies. Meaning lies in the power of symbol, visual or verbal, to signify something and the viewer's potential to derive meaning from the symbol. The relationship between the viewer and the viewed is complex. A representation can have multiple meanings. Viewers may accept the dominant meaning, negotiate a meaning, or resist and oppose a meaning. Several psychologists have studied the processes of perception. The questions they try to answer through their studies are: does perceptual organization of people living in different cultural settings takes place in an uniform manner? Or are the perceptual processes universal or they vary across different cultural settings? Well, most of the general processes of visual perception have been shown to be universal, as opposed to being dependent on culture. People living in different parts of the world look different and perceive the world in a different way in some respect. Different experiences and learning opportunities available to people in different cultural settings also influences their perception. People might fail to recognize objects in pictures. Some studies were carried out to take out the difference between perceiving of an image in different cultural settings. Some of them are the Eskimos study. Eskimo have been found to make distinctions among variety of snow which we are unable to notice. Aboriginal groups of Siberian region are able to differentiate among the dozens of skin colors of reindeers which we are unable to do. Sinha and Michel have also carried several studies using variety of pictures and people from diverse cultural settings. Now we have another study, which is the Hudson study. In 1957, Hudson found that between African tribal members and the general population, there seemed to be a real difference between the way they perceived 2 and 3-dimensional images and found that people who had never seen pictures had great difficulty in recognizing objects in the image. He suggested that this was because interpreting any picture requires an acceptance or an understanding of certain conventions, for example, the pictorial cues. This picture right here, used in the Hudson study. Now, most of us would say this is a person hunting the zebra. However, researchers were pretty surprised to find that some African tribes perceive this image really differently. In fact, they were surprised about they thought was a picture of a hunter attempting to spear a really small rhino. The one participant was even confused as to why the person in this picture only had one eye. You see, I, without realizing that I'm doing it, just automatically use pictorial visual cues to judge that the rhino must be the background of the picture. My brain's using things like relative size, height in the visual field to sort the figure out what's in the front and what's behind. Their studies indicate that interpretation of pictures is strongly related to cultural experiences, and these factors not only influences our perception but also tune and modify it. Let us examine some studies related to perception of illusion figures, which are the molar layer and vertical horizontal illusion figures. The molar layer illusion. In figure 1.1, the molar layer illusion has been shown. All of us perceive line A as shorter than line B, although both the lines are equal. This illusion is not only experienced by children but animals too. The vertical horizontal illusion. In figure 1.2, you can see the illusion of vertical and horizontal lines. Although both the lines are equal, we perceive the vertical line as longer than the horizontal line. Psychologists have used these figures with several groups of people living in Europe, Africa, and many other places. Siegel, Campbell, and Hertzkowitz carried out the most extensive study of illusion susceptibility by comparing samples from remote African villages and Western urban settings. It was found that African subjects Jothe, they showed greater susceptibility to horizontal vertical illusion, as living in the dense forests of African subjects regularly experienced verticality, for example the long trees, whereas Western subjects showed susceptibility to molar layer illusion, as they live in an environment characterized by right angles underestimating the length of the lines, for example arrowhead. And this conclusion has been confirmed in several studies. It suggests that the habits of perception are learnt differently in different cultural settings. I hope it was a nice learning experience for you all. Thanks for watching.